What is the best apple to grow for a garden? Okay, there are lots of videos about apples, and probably nothing much about the apple variety discovery. To me, which I have already several, about 10 or 11 varieties of apple, I can say this is the earliest apple that I have in my orchard. And there are merits for this besides being early, and that is that it is resistant to scab. It comes quite early. It's tasty. It's refreshing. I have a tasting video about it from last year. I will make another tasting video this year. And as you see, it gives a good crop. This tree is on M27 rootstock, which means it's a dwarfing rootstock. It will never grow more than near 2 meters, 1.8 or 2 meters. And yet it has given a decent crop for this year. And last year it didn't give any fruit. This year it's giving fruit. 2 trees of this variety, and they are giving me some good crops. I was curious about this apple variety since I saw that Stephen Hayes in his YouTube channel was saying that he don't like when he was talking about the apple variety beauty of the bath and why people liked it, and the reason was that because it was the only early apple that was available when the schools were closed. So it was an acidic kind of not very pleasant apple, and he was surprised why people like it when he grew it and was presenting it to them. They liked it at the first, but then when they tasted it, they said, no, it's not nice. It's not the way that it was. They remember as a kid. So he says the reason was that because by those days, that was the only apple available at that time of the year, July, early August. So people for a long time didn't have apple during the year. That was the first apple they could taste. And this was before the time of the international trade of apples, so you could have all year around apple. So people really felt that this is something lovely after a long period of not having any apple. Now, of course, we have those kind of apples that are imported. But if you want to grow your own apple, I'm really convinced that the Discovery is one of the best apples you can grow in your garden. Look at the shape of the apple, beautiful. No scab, when other apples may end up with scabs or with damages. And Stephen Hayes said that he don't like his Discovery, and I speculated that he may have actually eaten the Discovery, which was shop bought. The apple Discovery was variety Discovery. So the shop bought ones, I tasted them beside the other ones that I have, and I can say that the shop bought one is not good. It's tasteless almost. It's very soft. The one that I grew myself, and I had it in fridge for about 1 or 2 weeks, 10 days almost. After that amount of time, it was yet fresh, crunchy, tasteful, aromatic, sweet, pleasant, slightly acid, but mostly sweet. And yeah, I was impressed by that. And I can recommend, if you have a garden and you want to grow only one variety of apple, go for the Discovery. If you have space for more than one apple, so definitely go at least for one of them to be an early apple like this, and so you can go for other apples also, mid-season apples and late apple. At the moment, I recommend you go for early apple for the apple variety Discovery. Best apple to grow.